No, one of the things we talk about a lot is Tua, right? And I think that's a big topic of conversation, no matter if it's social media, in person, national media, whatever it is, and we've heard a lot of this phrase that, this is a make or break year for Tua. And I even heard that, and in a not the same way, in Tyreek's most recent podcast that he had with Jalen Waddle, he kind of talked about that. This being his third year in the league, and there might be additional pressure for him to really make it this year. So my question is for you guys, what does it mean when you hear like this is a make or break year for him? And what, in your opinion, what do you want to see from Tua this year? What would you consider a success for him?
Big Seth?
You're letting me go first, huh?
I go first and I take all the answers from you. So
man, there's so much there, Ian, to talk about there. I mean, we definitely hear that a lot, and there's this whole conversation about, all the tools are there now, and they've built the team around Tua and so on and so forth. I think we can't lose sight of the fact, and I'm not trying to make excuses here already, but it is his third year playing the most difficult position in all of sports. And so I don't know when people are saying make or break, I don't what is that threshold? Does he have to look like Dan Marino of 1984 or bust? Or if he is better than he was before and shows progress and has less turnovers in crucial situations and gets the ball down the field more, and they win enough games to get into the playoffs and or win games in the play, is that enough? Does Tua have to become a Hall of Fame candidate after this season? That'd be great. We would love to see that. I don't know what that is and how they define it. It's a great thing to say at this time of the year when there's no football to watch and you can't evaluate someone on a day-by-day basis or on a game-by-game basis. But so I'm not exactly sure what make or break means. Now, if he doesn't take that next step, if we don't start to see progress, and God forbid we see regression, well, yeah, then that's cause for concern when you draft somebody fifth overall. Sure. But all signs seem to be pointing to this just really being an opportunity for Tua to step up and start to become the player that he wants to be and that we all want him to be.
Yeah, I agree with most of that. No, I agree with all that, Big Seth.
Which parts is just most?
Whatever he just said, whatever Seth just said.
But honestly, I mean, I think you're right here. Tua, I mean, he's going to be judged as a quarterback that, honestly, you don't need to be a Hall of Famer like Seth was alluding to, that, is that part of what we talk about as being successful or make or break. I think more importantly is I think that, however Mike McDaniel has a game plan for him, how well he executes that game plan is the most important part of this, because I think everything's going to be catered around Tua, but at the same time, we've got so many other facets of that team that don't necessarily make Tua the focal point in terms of this is what all we need is for our quarterback to play great. He needs to play well. He does need to play well. And at times he's going to be called on to win some games, and that's important as well. Quarterbacks, they can lose games. We just want to make sure that we get a situation where we don't lose games. And I think for the most part, that's what's going to be asked of Tua at the beginning. But at some point, think about it. At some point, he's going to have to win some games. We've got enough weapons around him. We got a great defense around him. We got, I think, one of the best kickers. We got the best punter. We've got everything around this team to be the best team in the league, whereas our quarterback doesn't have to be the superstar on the team as of yet, but he's going to have to find a way at times to go out there and make some plays for us. So bottom line is I only care about what Tua does in December. You know what I mean? They only remember what you do in December, right? Big Seth, that's it. So when we need him to make big plays and do big things, that's what matters. He's got some guys on that team that can help him do that. So, I mean, it's a tough year because everybody else says, look what we've done on the offensive line. Look what we've done in the backfield. Look at the receivers that we have. Look at the tight end that we have. Look at the defense that we have. So everything else really does fall back on Tua. But if he finds a way to get the ball into the guys' hands and let them be the playmakers, I think it's going to be it could be the best year by far for him considering the talent around him.